Hey Sagittarius, how are you? I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I know I've been MIA and I'm sorry. And it's like, I want to say I'm sorry, but and on the other hand, I mean, I just want you guys to, I wish I didn't need you guys to understand, but I do. I've had something going on. I really don't want to talk about it. I'm trying not to dwell and not give energy to it, but someday I may tell you. But anyway, I love you guys a lot. I pray for you guys. I hope you guys are joining me in praying for each other and yourselves. And let's just get started. I'm doing a huge giveaway. Would love for you guys to leave lots of comments. All you have to do to win is leave comments. I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers, and it's funny because it just totally has slowed down. It was like really going, but now it's slowed down. But anyway, I'm giving away a ton of bracelets. Ooh, that's pretty. Did y'all see that in the light? Hopefully you guys can see these really well. This is just some of them, but I'm giving away a ton of bracelets. I'm giving away one of my candles, one of these that you guys love, my crazy possessed candle that does its own thing. And sometimes it lights itself and comes on and off with my finger, depending on what I'm doing. And wind chimes that you guys love, that you hear in the background, and $100 gift card. So leave comments. That's all you have to do is leave comments. So Knight of Pentacles, something's moving, but it's moving slow. I like the Knight of Pentacles because it's a stable energy. I don't like my focus. There we go. So something's coming stable, strong, slowly. That's usually a good thing. Let's see what's going on for you and the person on your mind. Okay, some sort of ending. Oh, wow. Sometimes an ending can just really mean a new beginning. Four of Wands. Lots of return energy right now. Lots of soulmate. Looks like maybe twin flame, 1111. That's pretty, isn't it? An ending and a new, hopefully something's gonna, okay, so a lot of times I'm surprised, I'd be surprised if we don't get the Tower. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. But a lot of times what happens with the Death card is something needs to come crumbling down so that something more stable can develop. Queen of Swords. Looks like, I think that's actually you. Looks like you cut something out. I'm going to put it there because I was feeling it. Yeah, it looks like you walked away from something. And I think it's something that had you, at one point, had you feeling stable. Sagittarius, did you overreact? Whoa. Wow, did you see? I almost put this down face down. So here's your person's energy, Seven of Swords. I'm going to lay out a new spread here in a second because I feel like I've gotten a little off on this one. But there's still value here, so let's keep going. Seven of Swords, Four of Cups. So your person is, I think, avoiding the... there's that Tower. Wow. Did y'all... I know I said that out loud, right? Tower, something came crashing down. When we were talking about this Death card, I said sometimes things have to come to an end so that they can be rebuilt. I'm surprised we don't. I'd be surprised if we didn't get the Tower. I think that's what I said out loud. Anyway, there it is. And we have strong Sag energy. So we definitely have a strong reading here. It looks to me already like it has something to do with somebody's avoiding... Okay. There's a very conflicting energy here because something that did or could or was making you very strong and stable and I would say confident and empowered has had the opposite effect as well. So even though it was something that you felt or thought or maybe was indeed very strong, positive energy for you, you had to walk away from it, is what I'm getting at. Or it had to end for some reason. Some sort of Tower happened. But this overall energy, we'll clarify this, is that this ending is going to reestablish a strong foundation and probably put an end. There's the World card, which is the end of a cycle. It's going to put an end to a situation that's been very difficult and has caused a lot of conflict. So let's not look at this as a negative. Okay, let's look at this as a positive. Let's just look real quick into the recent past. Trying to heal from, just exactly what I'm saying. It's trying to heal and remove yourself from this conflict. This Five of Swords has a little bit of a all me energy, or only looking out for myself type energy. Jeez. But I mean, I'm proud of you because it looks like you've removed yourself from it, and somebody else is avoiding, or they were, because, and you may not even realize it, but they're avoiding because they did something wrong. And this is taking a strong toll on you because I think you still want to offer love. Some of you, some of you are going, no, I'm done. That's great. But maybe there's a small part of you that wants to offer love. But don't forget that you probably want to offer love because that's just who you are. It doesn't mean that you want to offer love, or that, don't confuse the need and the desire to offer love and receive love to... don't confuse that with wanting to offer and receive love from the wrong person. Go general a little bit. Yes, you want to offer love. Yes, you want to receive love. But doesn't mean, don't confuse those feelings of wanting to give and receive love don't confuse that with wanting to give and receive love to this wrong person. I hope I'm making sense. Does that make sense? You guys let me know in the comments. Leave comments, because that's how you win the prizes. So anyway, I'm proud of you because what's happening here is you are removing yourself from a very difficult, painful situation. And even though it is something that, like, on one hand, like maybe when you hear from this person or this person treats you right, it gives you this empowerment and this feeling of worthiness. And that feeds you. But at the same time, overall, it's that the positive is not worth the negative. So you know that even though this is something that could really feed you, you've had to walk away. Some of you are going, enough with this person. Let's move on. And we can move on. But I just want to reiterate that strong feeling I got, which is, for those of you who are still struggling to want something from this person, don't confuse wanting to give and receive love. That's just innately in you. Don't confuse that with it needing to be for this person. That is my strongest point. I don't think I've ever had that come through like that. I don't think I've ever said that in a reading. So major, strong message here. And I have butterflies and knots in my stomach from saying it. Okay. So somebody that comes in fast and furious with love, but then looks like they bring heartbreak. You know, it could just be somebody that is not, that is somewhat immature. And I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it. For some of you, there's some sort of, maybe an alcohol or a drinking issue, even though that's not really come through yet. I feel like it is there. So there's an apology that needs to be said. Somebody's avoiding because they don't want to own up. Somebody's not talking to you or avoiding you because of what they did. It's not you. And again, don't confuse your feelings of wanting love and acknowledgement and recognition with wanting it from that person. Go general. Okay, we'll look at new love here in a minute. Because I think what's going to happen is, whether it's with this person or not, I'm going to go back to these first two cards. Something ends, so something else can begin. And I did set the intention for this reading to be, all my readings are timeless, by the way, so please feel free to go through the other readings. In fact, I encourage you to. You can do it by title. Also, my extendeds or almost personals are timeless too, and those are amazingly detailed, so I encourage you to check those out. If you haven't, you can watch the trailer, although the trailers really aren't that good because by the time I record them, I'm exhausted. But anyway, this very anxious, antsy energy. This ending is just going to clear some space I'm feeling 2s and 1s and 4s. It's going to clear some space for a new, beautiful union with a more solid foundation. This kind of blows me away that that we felt these coming through. I could feel those coming through, you guys, before those cards came out. So be careful what you're manifesting, right? If you're trying to manifest this not to end, then you're going to blatantly not have it end. I think you guys want love, but I think you're feeling like you're getting your bearings back. You're getting stronger because you're, as much as you keep having that little voice that says, but this made me feel so good. This felt so right. This da 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 da. Sometimes that can be confused with that innate, you know, energy within us. Look at that. Self-love. The Empress. If you guys are in a twin flame, I'm going to link those below. Check those out. The Empress is self-love, self-care. She doesn't need anyone's approval. She gets approval, but it's just because of her demeanor, you know. You guys have let go of something difficult, and I think in the end, it's like I was saying, I think before I interrupted myself, was it's going to pay off and it's going to bring you happiness and joy. I hope this reading was valuable. Let me know in the comments. Sometimes I get kind of lost on what I have said and if I've articulated it well. So the High Priestess and King of Wands. I'm going to pull an oracle. Yeah, and I keep getting kind of nauseous. Like this reading has got a strong, powerful vibe somehow. Peace. A need for peace. And a new life. Wow. Oh my gosh. No place like home also. But look at this. There is a need for peace and a new life. I think this feels like a make it or break it year for you. You may have to make a conscious decision to not confuse. You know, we always say, well, it feels wrong, it feels right, it feels like this, it feels like that. Well, the heart, and us, because of that, we get caught in the circle of trying to resolve things, but the heart cannot resolve problems, matters. The brain cannot resolve problems of the heart. You know what I mean? It can try and try and try, but they don't reconcile. Our heart can mislead us. Our heart can mislead us. But it all goes back to that wanting to, wanting to combine what we feel and what we need and what we have innately in us and attach that to a person rather than keep it general. God, this is hard to explain. Peace and new life. It's a decision. Some of you need to make the decision that, if you're saying it's hard, it's hard. It is hard until it's not hard, Let's look at new love. What's going on for Sag? Wow, look at that. Again, conflict flipped out. Okay, so I just keep getting more and more about you guys are going to have to make a decision to let that end. Oh my gosh, look at all the pain here. Wow, this could be that other person. And maybe that's what's making it hard, is you don't want to hurt that other person. Tell me about new love. Look what just showed up. New beginning, Aries and Wheel of Fortune. Time to move forward with the new beginning. These are exactly, what is this? New life. Okay, let's lay out a whole new spread. Why not? Normally I'd take this to an extended, but let me grab another deck. This is Mystic Moon, Twin Flame. I love this deck. Okay. Okay, tell me, what's Sag's current energy? Let's look at Sag and new love. This is about the person either returning in a different vibe, but I don't think so. I think this is new love. So your energy manifesting the Magician again. The ability to manifest everything you want, anything you can think of and set your mind to, you can achieve. So here we have union, celebration, somebody that's going to be satisfied and happy and celebratory towards the union. King of Swords, quick wit and intellect. Could be an air sign. How they view you, somebody that's been hurt. I like it. This person is going to be, it says visionary leader, somebody that can take action. And they see, interesting, they see you as somebody that's been hurt. Maybe that's going to make them protective. 9 of Cups. Lots of passion here. King of Wands. This is somebody that's going to come in, I think, fast and passionate and strong. And look at this 9 of Cups. They're going to see you as their wish fulfillment. It's the first. Some of you, this could be the same person, but don't let that happen until it's totally transitioned. I think for most of you, it's someone new. There's the Star card, hope, healing, which you cannot see. This is like, I think, dreams coming true once you get past this other stuff. Okay. Oh my gosh, strong. And Tara's advice: let that painful ending end. Let it end. Let it burn. Go up in smoke. And then 5 of Cups. Let me clarify that. 5 of Cups. I don't have the 5 of Cups. Old wounds. It's just a strong message not to cling on to the negative. Wow. Look at that. Okay, I think this is something major strong's coming through, and I just keep getting like butterflies and chills. So I think what this is going to say is, Saggy, some of you are going to have to not hold on to the negative past and the victim thing. Like, you guys have been through something shitty, right? And it was unfair and it was awful and whatever. But in order to have your happiness with the next person or the person that you're supposed to be with, or in your life in general, for hope and healing, you're gonna have to not carry that conflict into the new scenario, into the new relationship, breakthrough and awareness. Tell me more. I mean, strong message. Not to let the let me see. Okay, these just fell out. It's too many, but I want to look at them. 6 of Pentacles, it's equality. Don't overthink it. Okay, don't overthink it. You got success and recognition. 10 of Pentacles, ultimate achievement. Charging ahead. Turn your back on this negative stuff. And you're going to have to just be really mindful not to carry it over into the new situation. I mean, it's like so many cards indicating that, you know, this negative vibe or whatever it is could carry over if you allow it. That's so hard. I also feel a need to say be yourself. Deep knowing. It's interesting because we got the High Priestess. So deep knowing. Let me read that to you guys real quick. 43, 162. Intuition, listening to the oracle within, empathy and hypersensitivity. Okay, I think this is also saying that you guys are going to know when you meet this person. Intuition is the faculty that allows you to enter into a dialogue with Source, the consciousness that you are a part of, but cannot see with the naked eye. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys, to access their inner guidance. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. This deep knowing allows you to open the door to wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitations of the human experience. You're given information that may make no sense whatsoever to the logical mind or five senses, but which is 100% correct and true. The trick is to listen and then to act accordingly. You're now invited into the sacred dialogue of deep knowing. So tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive the answers from unusual sources. This is the relationship part. There are occasions when you just know deep in your heart and soul that a person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. Someone crosses your path and suddenly out of the blue, you're connected at a level impossible to describe. That feeling marks the moment in time etched inevitably onto your soul. Oh my gosh. Someone has entered your life who will be instrumental in your journey, so pay attention. Two hearts are calling to each other to begin an alchemical process. This is also a sign that your intuition about the person you care about is correct. Trust your heart to lead you now. Magic is about to happen. Wow. Okay, I'm going to read this, and this is so deep. You guys, I know I went on and on, but if you missed the part where we talk about don't confusing your innate need for love and wanting to give and receive love, if you missed that part, please rewind and listen to that, because that is just overwhelmingly strong. You are in empathy overload and need to get grounded again, so tune out for a bit. Hypersensitive, you're suffering from psychic exhaustion. This signals a time for recharging of your batteries. Set energetic boundaries, take a salt bath and empty your mind and get back to you. It's not a time to be too open. Soon enough you will let your guard down, but right now you need self-care and self-love. It's time to say no thank you to anyone in your life that exhausts you. Won't that feel good? So much negative cards. He's talking about the negative here, so I think that this is pulling all that together. It's time to shut yourself off to some of the negativity. I mean, we had this reading. I might have been making it more complicated than I need to, but I mean, it's super clear and super strong and gives me freaking chills. There's a new life waiting. But I think it's important for you guys. Where'd this come from? Oh, the Tower. It's important for you guys to let the negativity end and remember that negativity, sometimes it's a decision to let it carry you and to let it carry on into the next relationship or the next year. Very, very strong energy here to let go of the negative and make space for the positive. And also that there's a decision involved. And also say no thank you to anyone in your life who exhausts you. All right. You guys let me know. I'm very curious. Beautiful. Well, strong reading, important reading, valuable. I hope it was helpful. Let me know your stories and where you're watching from. And I love you guys so much. And I will see you soon. Bye, Saggy.